Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Owlbear stream. We are on episode 2. All right, so I'll go ahead and give a little recap of the shenanigans that this group got up to last week. They had gotten some gift certificates to a local seafood eatery, the Goblin Up Seafood Cafe. It was a gift for finishing a quest, and they were looking forward to a delicious, fancy dinner. However, when they got there, some craziness went down. And I don't mean the fact that Pebble was trying to see if there was a lake in the back with the kitchen because Kuma thought that's how fresh the fish was. It was actually not too far off when giant crabs and octopi came crashing out of the kitchen and attacked the restaurant and its patrons. Our fearless group here sprang into action, saving all of the customers and the chef, who is a goblin named Kaz. And he has an employee, Trina, the waitress. And Chef Kaz asked the group to go ahead and figure out what caused these giant crabs. Oh gosh, I forgot the most important part of that. The giant crabs and octopi turned it back into fishermen after the battle. And after some questionable medicine checks and CPR options, if you want to know more, please just go ahead and watch that on YouTube. I'll just leave that as a little surprise for you to look forward to. Chef Kaz did hire them to figure out what happened to his fishermen, why they were turned into giant crabs and octopi. I mean, that's not, the usual fare. So we are going to just jump right back into it. Our crew has gotten all geared up. They got a little bit of a short rest in the meantime, and I'm going to just turn it over to you to decide what you'd like to do. If you have any questions about what happened last week, go ahead and ask me, and I'll try and fill in any blanks.
Alrighty.
I think we were planning to head to the ship. The sailor ship. That's name is yes.
Sorry, did you take notes and I just stole your credit?
No, it's okay. I didn't have them open yet, so I was like, and what while I click this
and the boat with the fishermen. But yes,
right,
that was it. So we heading to the docks?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I remember we went back home, came back, and now we are
correctly geared.
Yes.
This time.
Correctly
we have
geared.
armor. We have
the important part.
Pebble's always correctly geared, so
she
was ready. Oh yeah, she was ready to go. She does not have armor, but
I guess that's fair. Just fancy robes.
Fancy robes.
No, because she was born with her armor.
Or naked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very true. All right. Well, to the docks. You start to head to the docks. The salty sea air is humid, but the breeze keeps things sort of pleasant. It's becoming close to nightfall, sort of dusk at this point in time. The unmistakable smell of fish and sea creatures grows stronger the closer you get to the ocean side. The docks are very large since this is a port city. You can see a variety of ships ranging from small personal fishing boats to large seafaring vessels. It seems many are loading and loading up various cargo and kind of just winding down for the day for the most part. And let's just go ahead and open up our maps here and load up these docks for you guys and give our behind the scenes tech mascot a second to load up the map. As you approach, you do see a mid-sized vessel. Vessel's the word of the day today. It's well cared for, and the word dauntless is painted on the side in big red letters. Several sailors are working around the docks, unloading crates. Let's go ahead and do a perception check for everyone. Ooh. Oh, I didn't have it open. Okay. Call them out for me.
14.
15.
Okay.
8. I'm giving it 3 tries. I'm giving it 3.
Okay.
Just saying.
We may need to do like some digital sage for those dice. I don't know if that's an option, but I think it's time. So, Pebble, perhaps what's distracting you, Pebble? Why
Well,
aren't you paying
the
attention?
beautiful waves of the water, I'm gonna assume. So a little disappointed, but it's still beautiful, and I still would like to submerge myself, but I will not. I would like to, but I would not.
Oh, the chaos gremlin in me wants you to do that so bad.
Yes.
So as Pebble wanders to the edge of the docks, the rest of you notice, so you can hear some arguing on the ship, and it kind of sounds like, "You lily-livered crew you are, never known sailors more afraid of stories than the thought of gold in your hand." And on the ship, you can kind of see a sailor and a dragonborn man arguing as other sailors are coming on and off the ship, carrying crates and whatnot. And coming around the corner of a crate, you see a little orange tabby cat that starts to approach you. It comes up
Hey.
to Astrid, kind of rubs up against your armor,
I lean
purring a
down,
little bit.
let him sniff my hand, and then give him scratchies right between the ears.
I don't know how to make purring sounds, otherwise I'd totally be like, no. Oh, someone erase that from my memory. He purrs a little bit. Pebble, I kind of assumed, is your familiar out right now?
I tucked him away for the time
Okay.
being. But I didn't know there was going to be a feline involved. Have I noticed
that's okay.
said
That's okay.
feline, or am I still?
Are you
am I
what?
still- Have I noticed said feline, or am I still entranced by the beauty that is the open water?
That's an excellent question that I think we're gonna let the dice decide.
Of course. They are.
You forget we're playing D&D?
I don't. All right.
Why don't
Here we go.
you can give me a perception check maybe, or if you can make an argument for one that's better for you, I'm willing to hear that argument.
All right, I have it. I have an argument. So
Okay.
let's say that Pebble not only is in love with the water, she feels so inspired that she wants to investigate the water and everything around her because of the inspiration to learn more. And it just so happens that an investigation would have to do with more than just the water, because she is just there in the moment.
We'll take it. The investigation was the other one I was debating anyway, but
Trying to decide if I should wait for you to see that, or
yeah, why don't you let us know what you got there?
you know, Pebble's really, really in love with the water, and it's so sparkly and so shiny that she maybe rolled a nat one.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw?
Gosh, no. Oh my goodness.
Is Pebble about to go in the water?
What a wibble
Let's just talk about the nat 20 for a dex. Man, I have just gone on a roller coaster of emotions just now.
Wow. We are just literally on a roll tonight. Okay, so you were looking over the docks and you just felt the literal pull of the ocean and the waves and just the calmingness of it, and you almost fell off the dock, but with feline agility, you managed to save yourself from falling back, and in that moment you kind of snap yourself out of this trance and notice that your fellow friends have seemed to wander on a bit from where you had been stopped staring.
Awesome. I will join the group. Ooh, I just went through a lot of emotions.
I look back and say, his name is Marmalade, and he's gonna be our new patron.
Hello, best friend.
Are you going
I
warlock?
would die for Marmalade.
I would
Um,
commit war crimes for you, Marmalade.
Cult of
Yes.
the cat. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I should not have put a cat in front of you guys. I regret that decision now. Note to self. So cat, aka Marmalade. Skylar, I saw you move. Were you about to do something, or are you also
No.
fawning over your new patron?
Yeah, I'm over here. I was just like,
Okay.
I'm not on the map technically, so let me
You
just.
were in the docks. So as you mentioned that the cat's name is Marmalade, he hisses at you and just goes scampering off at that.
Ooh.
Back onto the ship, and he climbs up onto the shoulder of the dragonborn captain that you heard arguing with his crew.
I like to turn to Astrid. What did you say to him?
I don't hear Pebble because I'm chasing the cat.
That's fair.
Are you trying to grab said cat or just chasing? Do we need like any sort of dex roll, or are we just following the cat up the gangplank?
I mean, I'm probably not even looking where I'm going. I'm just following like eyes, cat, nothing else.
Let's see what the dice are feeling, because it took Anna on a roller coaster of a ride, and I want to give all of you that opportunity to jump on that roller coaster. So let's just do let's do a dex saving throw if you're not really paying attention. There's a lot going on in these docks. So let's see. I'm loving the dice tonight. The dice are really wanting to have some fun. So I'm going to go ahead and move you a bit, Astrid, as you go chasing after this cat. You don't look up in time to see that a sailor is also moving, and you just collide with him, and you both go tumbling to the ground. Hey, watch where you're going. What are you doing, miss?
Sorry, cat. Important.
Yeah, the cat? What's wrong with the cat?
Nothing. They're my new patron. I need to bring them home.
You mean Braven?
No, Marmalade.
What about Jelly?
No.
I heard
Does the
Jelly.
cat already have a home?
He glances up at the ship and then kind of back at you. You mean the captain's cat?
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Not
What's
the
his name again?
captain's cat.
The
Where are we
captain's
supposed to find a cat?
I have a cat. You all know that I have a cat.
But your cat needs a friend.
Your cat doesn't let me pet it.
Am I not the friend?
Your cat needs another friend.
That's fair. Okay.
Should
Pardon
always
me,
have
miss.
at
I'm
least
just
one
going to
cat.
go back to work now if you all are going to discuss some cats. And he goes down into the brig.
I would like to walk up the plank and ask for the captain.
He and the sailor seem to have kind of wrapped up their argument. He doesn't look too pleased, but he turns to look at you. How can I help you, miss?
Well, first off, very nice cat. Second, Do you know anything about people being turned into sea creatures?
Oi, you've been talking to these liver-lilied, silly sailors of mine, haven't you?
No, we've had our own personal experience with the seafood trying to attack us.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
like a kraken? Yeah, you gotta be careful where you sail. Sometimes these are aggressive creatures. You just gotta be careful. That's all. Bring a
No,
harpoon with
no,
you
this
next
is
time.
very much on land. Very much in the seafood restaurant and very much crab and octopus.
What restaurant was this? Is it a new one?
Yes, actually.
Huh. Uh, is it that goblin one?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Run by. Yeah, you aren't the first one to be asking about that restaurant. There was someone just a day or two ago asking about it too. It was odd. I heard good things about it, of course, and curious to try it out, but just odd that everybody's talking about this goblin chef.
I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but seemed like kind of a cool idea until the food started fighting back.
I don't know. I think it sounds like fun. I got to go try that out.
Maybe if we didn't eat creatures, they wouldn't have to fight back. Just food for thought. Just an
Okay, to be
idea.
fair, they're not supposed to be humanoid.
You one of
You're
them druids?
No, I'm a pebble. But I can see the
You
confusion.
sure about that, you pebble?
I am Pebble, thank you. Some might call me VIP, I have learned. It stands for very important Pebble. I can tell it's okay. It was news.
He looks at the rest of you. This one okay in the head?
Oh,
Yeah, just don't think about it
I
too
have a
hard.
great head. My head's great.
She is our very important pebble. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw,
To all of
friend.
y'all. All right.
Pebble blushes. Ah.
Yeah, we're still working on the necessity for balance in nature
Uh-huh.
with the
Well,
eating things that have a pulse.
a dragon's gotta eat to live, all right? So if you're gonna be one of those folks, why don't you just mosey on along?
We're just trying to solve
Okay.
the issue of people being turned into sea creatures that are then served for dinner and then attack people. Do you know anything else about that other than you heard about it?
Well, he points over to the sailor you'd been arguing with. That's my first mate. Um, he's the most superstitious of the bunch, but he was saying that just those couple days ago there was some kind of odd hooded creature person, I suppose, asking around the docks about that Goblin Up restaurant and where they source their seafood from. But everyone knows it's the Sandpiper that is exclusive to the Goblin Up. He just only wants their seafood, and I'll admit they got one of the best fishing spots in the town. But we told him as much, and then I guess that hooded folk just walked along.
But why will he only take from the sandpiper?
Between you and me, they've got a hidden spot that they fish, and they get the best crabs in town. We're not a fishing crew, so it's fine by me. I like to just see that they're doing well. We're a transporting crew, but word on the street is they've got some spot that they like to fish, and they got the best crab in town. And somehow Chef Kaz decided that they were the ones that were going to be providing just for his restaurant.
Hmm,
Sounds like a monopoly.
fascinating.
Have you ever heard of a ship finding its way back to said special spot? Perhaps by magic?
These superstitious lot, y'all are just believing in this hocus pocus and all these crazy stories around here. No, there's no. The thing that moves a ship is the sail.
Well, and the wind. I mean, I know how that works. But I'm just saying, like, the ship's been to the special spot before. Do you
I don't-
think that there would be magic to bring it back to said special spot?
Don't reckon the Sandpiper crew's really the magic type. They seem pretty down to earth to me.
I thought they
But
were.
who knows? You seem like you all are magic folk.
I try to be.
But speaking of which, y'all's looking for a job?
I think we have a job at the moment. But maybe after. What do you
Yeah,
need?
I'm looking for some help tomorrow night for a sale. If you're interested, I'd love to hire you.
Well, this is my first time on a ship. So,
Your
Well,
first
I've been
time
on
on
a
a
lot of
ship, Missy.
yeah,
My goodness.
I've been
Well,
on both.
welcome aboard the Dauntless. I'm so happy that you picked the Dauntless. The Dauntless is just the best ship in this. Well, I mean, I may be a bit biased because I'm the captain. It's my ship, but I think the Dauntless is the greatest ship ever made.
Well, she does have a beautiful name and a lovely captain and cap.
Yeah, captain.
I like this one. I like this one a lot. This one, you keep this one. You're hired. You're hired, miss. Come back tomorrow night. You're hired.
All right, will do.
To
Hopefully.
do what?
Did you what? Well, I need some. I know you seem like the superstitious lot, but you seem real strong. And my sailors, I need to sail at night, and they claim the spot we're going to be sailing is haunted.
Mm.
Superstitious
ghosts
yellow
exist.
bellies.
Ghosts
What was that?
exist. I'm not stitious or super.
You're not stitious, or
But
well, I would think as a very important pebble, you'd be super.
well, oh no, she
You're
blushes.
contradicting yourself now, woman.
That's fair. Oh, now I'm very lost. Maybe I am. Anyway, ghosts are real. I've seen them.
Maybe just this one with the wings can come and
But she
you
doesn't
other
know
two can come.
ships. And this one just figured out that it's wind and sails. I was pointing at that.
I didn't just figure it out, but yes, I know how boats work.
Well,
So you would hire us to protect you from ghosts you don't believe in?
Oh,
I
snap.
need just some help in case something happens because my crew's refusing to go with me.
Oh, so we're like a backup crew.
Yeah, so you can all be sailors.
Backup.
What was that?
I always wanted to be backup.
Yeah, you could be my backup. I mean, this is your first time on a ship, but I could definitely teach you some things. And
I
that one
have
over
so
there,
many
she seems to know quite a bit. So I'd love to teach you, and we could have a nice nighttime sail.
Aren't we
That
supposed to be
sounds
doing
lovely.
something? I feel like we had something else we're doing here.
We're trying to find out
Yeah.
about the people that turned into.
Oh yeah,
creatures.
that's
Yeah.
right. So
Yay.
you don't have crab.
I don't have crabs.
Okay.
That was a rude question.
What? all right, gang. He doesn't have crabs. I think we go someplace else.
I don't know that I want you
Devil.
announcing that, but I guess it's the right thing to be announcing.
No crabs here. Probably starts walking.
Listen, the Sandpiper, it tends to dock on the east end. You may want to just head that way.
All right, thank you
Would I be
so
able
much.
would I be able to bother your first mate for just a minute?
Yeah. Just don't keep him too long. They got to unload the ship before they go all lily-livered and get drunk and then don't work tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no
right.
problem. Just a few questions.
Sure. Come
Skylar
on,
was
Braven.
with that.
He
Bye, Braven.
and his cat. His cat's coming with him because I'm not trusting you guys with this cat.
Mm,
And they
that's
disappear
fair.
into the brig.
Why is everyone going to jail?
Raven's adorable. And
Isn't that
Braven's
what
lovely.
like the downstairs is called? I don't know. I should have Googled these terms. Don't call me out.
No, the brig
brig is the jail.
yeah,
It's the jail.
it's boat jail.
I literally went on a cruise this year too. They went downstairs.
They went to boat jail.
They went to boat jail.
They went to the captain's quarters. How about that?
Hey,
Yeah.
they went to the captain's quarters. And the other sailor went to jail because he has to clean it. There you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So about this other sailor. He's just
So-
like loading and unloading things, and he just seems kind of fussing about.
Okay, so I want to walk over and be like, "Hey, your captain said that you had mentioned someone kind of mysterious, maybe a little uh, questionable around the docks, asking about the sandpiper."
There was a few days. I mean, hold on, that's the captain's accent. There was a few days ago. I mean, there's always questionable folk wandering around these docks, but there was a few days ago someone. I think it was a ghost, maybe. I'm not sure. It wore a cloak.
Ghosts are real.
So footed.
Mm-hmm.
A
Uh-huh.
cloaked ghost?
I wear a cloak.
Well, you don't think ghosts get cold?
No.
I thought ghosts were cold.
They are.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I've never been brave enough to go up to a ghost. Have you all fought ghosts?
Oh, I've seen ghosts.
We have a resident in my sister's castle. But that's
Okay.
don't worry about that.
That's fine. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, we were
Do you
wondering
know if- Go ahead.
if you could answer Astrid's question.
Transition.
Did this hooded ghost go to any other ships? Ask any other questions that you saw?
No, it seemed it was asking about the that goblin chef with that fancy new restaurant. It was asking where it got the seafood from, and I told it that the sandpiper is the crew that works for that restaurant. And after that,
okay.
it just kind of wandered off.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I won't keep you anymore
Oh.
because I don't want Captain to get angry.
Me neither. When he's mad, and he's mad right now at us because we're not going sailing tomorrow, but enjoy your evening.
Well,
Thank you.
you might be going sailing tomorrow night with us. No?
No, ma'am.
Oh,
He's going
okay.
in haunted waters. I like my life too much to go in haunted waters. Suppose you
What
all
makes-
don't, though.
What makes the waters haunted? Like, is it another ship that's just a ghost ship? Is there a ghost crew on the ship?
There's a ghost ship that sails those waters. You're gonna want to bring some extra holy water with you.
Well, I do have holy
Otherwise,
water. I would like
you're
to reach
gonna
in my
want it.
pocket and show him my holy water.
Do you actually have holy water in your inventory?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Just
Well,
holy
that
water.
you one of them clerics, you'll probably be okay then. But be real careful of those haunted ghost ships.
Thank you. That's solid advice.
Mm-hmm. Anything else I can help you all with?
Actually, yeah. Do ghost ships turn people into seafood?
I don't reckon, but again, I don't get close enough to find out the answers to these very strange questions of yours.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just trying to figure out what turn of events would cause a fisherman to be a crab. You know,
I
it doesn't
don't
happen every day, I'd
know.
assume.
No. What are
Have you
okay.
ever been a crab?
No, ma'am.
He does not have crabs.
Is that your job, determining who has the crabs?
Oh yeah. It's
Oh.
important to let everybody know that you do not have crabs.
Uh-huh. I
Well,
appreciate you letting me know. If you could follow me to the tavern, I'd like to know about some more folks and their crabs.
oh, gladly. I am great at discovering crabs. I
Excellent. Well, if
discovered
you'll just follow
multiple
me,
little
miss,
while
let's
ago.
I'll
come
show you.
on then, let's
We need our
go.
pebble.
Yeah, I just like
Um,
grab Pebble, and I'm like, Pebble, we need you.
Oh,
But the crabs, they beckon.
Glad I'm not the only pebble wrangler in the group.
Yeah. And I'm like, I grew up in a
Just share
barracks.
responsibility.
It's not the same crabs.
oh,
there are multiple types of
Oh.
crabs.
I turned to Kuma. What kind of crabs
Yes.
do you have?
Well, we didn't have crabs where I'm from.
Oh,
We had
I have a
spiders
lot of
though.
crabs.
They've never
I'm
have
leaving
legs.
this conversation.
Um, as I say goodbye
Guys
to
got it covered.
the sailor, I would like to put up the sign that he put up as well, thinking it's like a goodbye peace sign.
what sign?
You did this
Oh,
earlier with the ghost.
Yeah.
So Pebble does this and backs away. Well, she doesn't blink, so very unblinking stare right into the sailor, hopefully portraying her peace and love. But
I think that there's a few other sailors who look suddenly panicked that you are making that goodbye symbol. And you hear some shouts of, "Get the holy water! Where's the salt? Someone get some iron in here!"
oh no,
and
we
just
actually do have a fairy, no iron.
Oh, no!
No
Exit stage
iron,
right!
please. Anyways, just gonna flutter myself over to Astrid over here.
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
Alright, where would you guys like to go?
I say
The
we go to see if the sandpiper's at its dock.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you heard the pirate mention that the sandpiper normally is more on the east dock, and like I mentioned, these are very large docks. This is a port city. And you're kind of wandering along, looking at these different ships, and none of them stand out as this. Oh, was that a raised hand question?
Yeah. Did you say pirate?
Did I say pirate? I may have, because I'm in sailor mode.
Okay. Using the two interchangeably.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
honestly, I do, because I was also saying "yar" in my head with the captain.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little concerned
There
there for
could
a
be
second.
pirate ships there, actually. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But none
I
are
mean,
the
I wouldn't know.
sandpiper.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are some sketchy looking individuals on some of these ships that Pebble may say they do have crabs
Yep.
on those ships, and they're not fishermen. So
I would like to make
there's
eye contact with multiples. Again, I feel like I should have said with my appearance. Pebble does not blink. No blinking. We're sticking with the axolotl, you know,
yeah,
reality in the fantasy.
you're
So
not
no
helping your
eyelids.
case.
No eyelids. Beautiful baby blues. Giant pupils, locked in, and goes, crabs. No crabs. Crabs.
Wait, are you doing this arbitrarily, or are you actually
No, I am
saying?
pointing and saying this out loud. Completely. Audibly.
But like, do you know? Are we needing a medicine check? Actually, yeah, let's, because it's Pebble
Yeah.
and the dice rolls take us on wild adventures.
Yeah.
Let's just see a medicine check to how correct
she
she
does-
is on this.
She goes by her feelies, and let's see what the feelies say.
All right.
The feelies say 14.
So you get like half of them right, and then you get some angry people looking like they're about to come off their ship and attack you.
I would like to also
Um,
say, though, that the ones I get right do have a crab trap on the ship.
Yes.
Pebble is not well versed in any other type of crab, for the record.
Does anyone need to do a perception check if they're paying attention to Pebble and if she's getting them correct or not, or are we just moving along?
I'm just gonna move along.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk.
paying attention.
Skylar's walking behind her, and anytime anybody gets mad and they look like they're gonna come off the ship, Skylar's gonna be like, no.
Yes, Skylar's on Pebble duty. I'm just.
Yes.
And she's like, if you don't have crabs, you will now.
Pebble has big dog privilege.
I do. Yes.
Lucky Pebble.
Love. I got strong ladies backing me up.
I love this. I love this. So as you're moving along the docks, maybe initiating some fights, maybe not. Maybe they're being scared off by the sheer 7 feet of Skylar saying,
The sailor made me feel like it was just
you start to notice that the docks are getting a little bit more worn down. There's more empty docks in between, fewer and fewer ships. When you and like the wood, the docks is getting more rotten. Just not as well cared for. This is clearly not an area that people particularly want to dock at. But you do see one last ship at the very last dock. And you can see that it's red, which I don't remember if he told you it was red, but it's a red ship for some retcon.
Can't remember.
I don't think that he did tell us, but he definitely told us.
Yes, he definitely
Yeah.
told you, and it wasn't retconned remotely.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
what you're talking about.
Yeah, he completely told us. Also, I'm not touching the dock anymore. I'm just kind of fluttering along.
Cutesy little fairy.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
just
fair.
gonna fly around.
I assume you're going to continue forward towards that last dock.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go back to our maps now. And you can kind of see that painted on the side is the word Sandpiper. But this ship clearly has seen better days at this point. There's seaweed kind of all over. It just looks very muddy and dirty. And we'll just leave it at that and let you take it from there.
Any sailors that we see?
You don't actually. Let's go ahead and do. You can do investigation or perception, whatever your preference.
Hey, 22.
Hey.
Nice.
23.
Nice.
Thank you.
9.
And Pebble, are you trying, or are we just accepting the dice may not?
Distracted.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 again.
Okay, so Kuma and Pebble, you don't see anything. This part of the docks seems almost deserted. In fact, you're having to kind of pick your way over broken boards on the boardwalk, essentially. But Astrid and Skylar, as you stand there kind of looking at the ship, you do hear some like scuttling sounds, like scurrying sounds coming from the ship.
Crab-like sounds?
Crab-like sounds? Did you roll a 20?
Yeah, I did a natural 20.
Okay. Not crab-like sounds. It almost sounds a little more wet, with still some like talon sounds.
wet talony sounds. I'm gonna tell the girls. I hear wet talons on the ship.
Like a soggy griffin?
That's all I can think of. Like a bird that fell in the ocean and got really mad and is now just walking around. Yeah.
Nice.
Poor bird.
So weapons out as we go on to the boat, maybe?
Always.
I'd like to take a moment to open my satchel. Shift a little bit. Rocks, papers, scrolls, and out pops Inkwit. Finally, is making an appearance. He's a little bit smaller than this token shows. That's on me. He is about the size of not Marmalade. I forget the name of the cat.
Raven.
Thank you. Yes, so about the same. Inkwit joins the party.
Sounds good. Is this your marching order?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm actually going to go last just to bring up the...
What kind of creature is Inkwit?
Yeah, I could take a moment to introduce a little bit better. Since
Yeah,
finally
give us a little intro.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. Inkwit. So Inkwit, pulling him up, is a celestial sphinx of wonder. So they are small creatures about the size of a lion cub, it says, but he's pretty young. So we'll say like a chunky house cat. And he has a lean feline body, so he's actually that chunky. Sorry, Inkwit. Covered in smooth ivory gold fur, and he has soft wings color of a mourning dove, and they have ink dark patterns that shift like writing. So a winged cat, basically, but he has very magical wings. And just for the sake of the party, because they're all very familiar with him, he has been with Pebble since she was a hatchling during her time in the temple, and he is very curious. He often squints like he's in desperate need of glasses, and is extremely motivated by knowledge, which Sphinx of Wonders are in general. So he tends to be a little bit witty, but also a little bit naive, like Pebble, kind of the voice of reason and the voice of, what do you consider this? Everything. So, and a little bit for gameplay, Pebble has Pact of the Chain, so she is able to control him to attack, unlike usual in 5e. She's able to give action for him to attack. So he's just kind of with her most of the time in the satchel. He's, I guess, summoned for a spell or anything like that. So just gonna have him kind of pop out. As long as it's before combat, it won't be an action.
Okay. That sounds good. So this little guy
Does he
just
ever get
pops
in
there.
trouble? Like,
What
does he
kind
ever... Like, does he ever act like a cat? Like, he knocks stuff off
Oh,
counters? Does he...
absolutely. So can I a little kind of priest father, Brother Wynn, found him chewing on a prayer ribbon in the library. He was born from a prayer scroll, so he is also very devoted. And they believe came to be during Pebble's kind of manifestations of her powers. The monks call him a living question mark, and he follows Pebble everywhere. And some I wrote down is known for flying face in porridge are kind of his favorite tasks around the temple. So yeah, I would say kind of borderline curiosity, harmed the cat.
I
Definitely
don't know if Pebble knows this, but Astrid sometimes calls him Nitwit.
beautiful. I love that. That is perfect. Pebble just assumes you aren't quite sure of his name, and she's very understanding because names are difficult. So she just thinks that you have mislearned his name as Inkwit, and she just corrects each time very understandingly, not realizing that it is on purpose. Yeah, there we go. So hopefully be able to get into character a little bit with him. That is.
I would
So
like
you're
to
gonna
call
have to.
him my bird buddy.
Oh yeah,
Is
he is a
he?
good
Bird buddies.
size Kuma, I'd say.
Is he not? Does he not listen? Because you gotta be careful when you say these
That
things.
is true. That is true. I'm referring to my personality note over here. It just says that he's mostly extremely curious. So curiosity often overrides his logical thinking.
Okay. Well, we may have to do some rules.
Yeah.
At some point.
That is, yeah, I will add why he travels with Pebble, because he's not her pet. It's that he's on his own quest to understand truth, especially truth that hides faith, memory, and emotion. The whole thing, Sphinxes are drawn to questions, and Pebble is a big question for him as we get to know her. And so he is he loves Pebble as a dear friend, but he's on a search for truth. Molly, that is you to do with as you will. I don't know.
Well, for now, Inkwit's gonna just pop into existence as your little buddy as you all approach the ship. And we're now in our marching order, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, what are we doing?
I board the ship.
Skylar, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I do that at advantage because of
Pebble, give me a dexterity saving
barbarian.
throw.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Both of us?
Yep.
Okay. And I don't know if it matters. Inkwit is flying.
Wow, not 20.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
You're rolling high. You're a high roller.
Well, yeah. Wait till we get into like combat. It'll be like,
Okay, so here's what happens. Skylar, you step onto the gangplank and realize it's illusionary. But you have one foot starting to fall, and you're strong enough that your back leg, you're able to propel yourself actually onto the ship. However, Pebble is just following you too quickly, and she drops. She steps onto the gangplank. The DC was 15. So she starts to drop into the water. And yeah, I don't think any of you were close enough to be able to do anything. So yeah. She goes down into the water she so admires.
Salty. Not fresh water. Not very salty. My skin is burning.
Oh no.
how far down is she?
I mean, it's a 2-story ship, so you're gonna have you're not able to just reach down and grab it. You're gonna have to figure out a little something.
Now, what about from the dock? Is it like
You're about 1 story down. You might have to like
lay on my stomach type of thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I have rope. I can toss her.
Could I mean, Pebble can. Molly, I'll kind of ask if we want to. Axolotls are freshwater, obviously, so I don't know if we want to do the advantage, but she is adept at swimming and she can hold her breath pretty long. So I would like to swim to see if there's a ladder. Right.
Oh.
Before I cause trouble to, I'm a little embarrassed. And Inkwit is laughing. Exchange.
Are you looking for a ladder to the docks or a ladder to the ship?
I'll look for a ladder to the ship since I'm right next.
Okay.
Sometimes they have those, but if not, I would like to look then to the dock.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say there's not one on the ship. But as you are, I'm just going to move your token. As you start to move towards the front of the ship, we'll say that there is not a ladder per se, but that you could swim under the docks and then climb out and go the little bit long way around and get back onto the docks with the rest of the party.
Cool.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, I would like to do that with my dignity as intact.
I don't know about that part, but okay. So as Astrid and Kuma, are you waiting on the docks for Pebble? Because this will take a few minutes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna flutter over the water and kind of like watch her as she's doing this.
I'm okay. This was intended.
Intentional
job, sweetie.
talking and being like, she's fine. I want to figure out what the distance is between the dock and the boat.
Okay.
And where, like, so the gangplank's just gone, or it's still there, just Pebble fell through it?
Pebble
It's
is
an
heavy.
illusion.
Oh, I was gonna
Okay,
say,
so to me, it still looks like it's there. It just looks like to me
Yes.
that Pebble fell off.
Yes, and that you saw
Gotcha.
Skylar kind of give a weird jump, and
I
then
was
you
like,
saw Pebble
"Oh."
fall. Yeah.
Pebble's
Okay.
convinced that she broke the gangplank. The water has not bothered her. It is the fact that she thinks she can collapse the whole gangplank.
I'm gonna say very angrily that the gangplank is a lie. It is not there.
It looks there.
I'll like
Can
come
I,
back
like-
to it, and I'll like stick my axe like through it. You know, like this. Like I'll dip it
Hang on
through the.
just a quick second. I had looked away from the map. Skylar, were you in the center of the ship at one point?
Yeah, so I backed up thinking that Astrid was going to jump it. I didn't want
Okay.
to me, so I backed up. And then she didn't, and so then I was coming back. But yes, I
Okay.
did do that because I thought she was going to jump it. I didn't want her to
Yeah,
land on me.
As you back up,
no.
you're gonna have to make.
Yeah,
And
I backed up
you
so
can
I there.
argue against me against this, but a dexterity saving throw. But because you were backing up, I feel like you might not get your advantage with it. But is that a danger sense that you get the advantage?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you can have your advantage.
Yeah.
With that.
It's like the barbarian's danger sense. They rewarded it, so it's like as long as I'm not incapacitated,
Okay.
I have it. I've got Spidey
Okay.
sense.
So the dex is the DC is 13.
19.
Nice. So as you're backing up, there are just these piles of seaweed and mud all over, and these tendrils of seaweed start to reach for you and grab at your ankles, but you're easily able to hop away before they can wrap around your ankles.
Okay, I'll like step like this way and then be like bad seaweed.
Okay, so you're now able to go back to the gangplank area.
Yeah, I will warily keep like an eye on the ship now. So I'm here by myself, but I'll show that it's an illusion by like sticking my axe through the gangplank and be like, see, it's an illusion. Also, the seaweed over here just tried to grab me.
I would like to fly through the gangplank. Just
like through
one side to the other.
Yeah,
you're
able to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That
screw it. I'm
is
gonna try
not
to jump
there.
it.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
jump
try to
it?
jump onto the boat. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely moving now.
5'8" humanoid in chainmail trying to jump across the water.
Oh, I
And
forgot you
Skylar, who's
had
like 7 foot
chainmail.
something's like, nope.
I'll let you choose. I feel like you could make an argument for acrobatics or athletics.
I will take acrobatics as I am proficient.
Okay.
Actually, no, just kidding. Athletics is better.
You do
You said one
whatever
or
is
the
best
other?
for you. Yeah, you can choose.
Nat 1! Yay!
Yay! Yay! Yay! Join me in the water.
I
So
wanna go swimming!
here's the thing. Chainmail is not designed for water.
Oh,
So I think you're starting to sink.
Oh, no.
can Pebble dive?
Um,
I don't know when my turn is. I'm over here still, but I would like to dive, if possible.
You're going back in the water.
yeah, I'd say
I will strip first.
let's let the other two react first. And then Pebble, by then I'd say you probably were able to come up.
Okay. I'll just inch my way as they're reacting.
In the water.
I'm going to reach to grab her, but given that I have bird wings, they're not keen on getting wet. So I'm not gonna follow her into the water unless I have to. We can let the DM decide. Miss Molly, how am I
Ooh,
lunging at her to like grab on?
yeah, this is definitely just going to be because I feel like one, you're a small size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I would pull
would
you into the water.
be well. Here, what we can say is that you're trying to just keep her head above water, and I'll allow an athletics check for that.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's an 11.
Do it with advantage because I feel like Astrid would be actively helping you with this.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to drown myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
Where
you're
did it
just.
How do you live?
Water, take me.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
cruel
so
world.
the second roll was a 10, so that's an 11.
Oh, I'm trying so hard, you guys, but the dice don't want to tell a story of happiness. You're just kind of yanking on her hair at this point. She's able to like grab a few gulps of air as you're like yanking on her hair, but she's in pain now too, while actively trying not to drown.
Nice.
Nice try. You tried gold sticker.
So I don't know if Astrid actually knows how to swim.
Oh my god, why would you tell me that?
Because I don't know. It wasn't anything I ever thought of. Because in my imagination, Astrid is in a landlocked queendom.
Okay,
No
I
river?
guess.
No lakes?
You can flip a
ponds?
coin.
Flip a
No.
coin. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
Spring.
roll, and I'm not gonna show you guys. Hold on. I'm on Pebble's character sheet for some reason.
It's full of
I was looking
wonder.
for something and I don't remember what.
Oh no. Is it my
Odds
save
or evens.
Oh, I'm calling
You.
that
Yes. Yeah.
odds.
You don't know how to
Odds.
swim.
Oh. All right, we got Pebble Astrid time in.
So
I know
not
how
only
boats work. I just don't know how to swim.
No, baby, you just found out how boats.
so you are currently floundering. You have a fairy yanking on your hair. Sorry for saying that right as you were taking a drink. And every instinct inside of you that's telling you to like just claw is
Yeah.
laden with metal and just pulling you down. And you manage to get one more gasp of air before your head goes under, and despite the desperate tugging of Kuma, your lungs are beginning to burn.
Okay.
I'm going to. Is there anything like on boats they have these like? Because I have a boat. There's something on the boat you can tie stuff to, like a rope. Uh, is this like right next to the gangplank, like on the side there? Is that like a post I can tie a rope to?
Like you have the rope, you're saying? Or are you looking for rope?
Oh, I have a rope. I'm going to tie my
Oh.
rope.
Yeah, there's plenty of opportunities and places for you to be able to tie off rope for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie rope and then dive in the water after Astrid, holding the other end.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and do that. As you dive into the water, Pebble, I'd say this is when you start to walk up on the scene. Did you want to do something, or are we gonna smash cut back to Skylar?
Oh, I'm also diving in the water. See,
Okay.
I have started a trend setter. Pebble, for whatever reason, her moves are already sopping wet. Cloak. She has just kind of like very like simple tunic underneath. And she's like, my people. She just dives right in. She missed all what, but she does see 2 out of the other 3 in the water and assumes that is the next line of action. So she is in the water.
Okay. Skylar, go ahead and give me an athletics check because you definitely have a head start.
$12.
Okay. You're able to pull her head up so she's able to get a fresh gasp of air, but she's just floundering so much as fear is kind of sorry, I'm kind of playing your character, Astrid, but
No, that's fair.
she's floundering, base instincts are taking over, and she's not aware of what's going on, and just the struggling's becoming too much. But I'll allow Pebble to also do an athletics check with advantage because Skylar's what?
Can I do a check to understand what is happening? So I did not see this happening, and Pebble believes that water is always the option and the best choice.
You can.
I would like to roll to understand, because I can breathe for 15 minutes. I mean, I technically should be able to breathe, but I'll play by the 5e roll 15 minutes. So I might not understand the concept drowning. I mean, I do a bit, but what do you think, Molly? Because
let's make that an insight check.
Insight, okay. It was a 7.
You're really thinking they're playing some weird game, which maybe this isn't the most appropriate time to be playing a game. And these humanoids are really odd.
They are weird.
Yeah.
They are weird.
Yeah.
I would like to tentatively approach and offer a hug, but I do not initiate. I just underwater.
To who?
Both of them. Because I see them hugging, sort of.
I'll allow those 2 to react to however they want.
Let me roll perception to see if I even see Pebble offering a hug.
I mean, they're welcome to grab onto me.
I would say no with a 10 in the sea with I'm drowning, I've got salt water in my eyes. I don't know what Pebble's doing.
I'm just floating there, T-posing. Great.
Skylar, what are you?
I just look at Pebble. I probably can't talk and get her to calm down and to grab the rope. So I probably just like look at Pebble but I'm too distracted to do anything because like I'm like helping a drowning person, like, oh God, super hard. Like,
Mhm.
so I probably see Pebble and I don't understand why she's not helping.
That's fair. That's fair. Kuma,
Yeah.
as you fly over watching this, I think at this point you've probably given up on trying to pull her hair. What are you doing?
Yeah. I see Pebble just T-posing at them. Pebble,
It's a
give Astrid the rope.
Oh, that kind of game. Tug of war. I'm good at
Yeah.
tug of war.
Give her the rope.
May I
Give
react
her a hug.
and grab the
course.
rope? All right,
Of course.
I grab the rope and bring it over, to everybody.
Okay. Skylar, I feel like you're probably the most level-headed at this moment. What are you trying to do with that?
Yeah, like I would almost say Skylar still has the rope in her hand because she swam down, grabbed Astrid, and is trying to get her up to like get her back to the surface, and is trying to get her to like Skylar's about to tie her to this rope. Like she's trying to get Astrid to grab the rope and like put it in her hand so that she can hold there like this on water and then
I'm
pull her
telling you,
up or
Astrid is
whatever.
the worst person when it comes to like swimming. Like she's freaking out, she's climbing on you, she's kicking you,
Yeah.
she's hitting you, like worst drowning victim possible.
I'm like palming your face and I'm like
Wasn't this an episode of SpongeBob? I feel like this was an episode of SpongeBob.
How would they be drowning in SpongeBob?
They have the Blue Lagoon in the show.
and all you probably hear is like so Pebble could probably like help me, but I don't think I would have dropped the rope because that would have been really hard to find it. So
I do think she probably starts to understand. I mean, she is, she's experienced stuff to understand, but I would like to say that she quite understands that this is not a game now, and Astrid does not look like she's having fun.
No, Astrid is not having fun.
Astrid, go ahead and make I think an insight check for you at this point as well. Because this has been going on for a few beats now.
6.
Yeah, you're still in a dead out panic, and now these two are actively trying to drown you as well.
I am absolutely terrified, and I don't know what
Yeah.
is going on.
They've turned on you.
Yeah.
You don't know why, but man, they have turned on you. We're actually gonna we're gonna take a moment because I need a quick bio break and end on this cliffhanger. So take this time to think about how we're going to save Astrid. Because I wasn't anticipating her having to re-roll a character so soon. But who knows? Because in a moment, you're going to have to start taking hit points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to regret not choosing mage cantrips.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, you didn't need.
I don't think I can learn Mage Hand, but literally anything to help here.
Right. Sorry, that beefy Pebble. She's coming in.
All right. So I'm going to ask our executive producer, John, to give us the Be Right Back video, and we'll be right back. I should ask you guys. I asked it in the chat, but we are back live. Votes on whether or not Astrid's going to survive this unexpected drowning.
I mean, I say yes. Astrid's hardy. She's strong.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, let's hope so, because we are only on episode 2, and I would hate to kill off a character that soon.
I do have
do that.
The dice
I
may
do
not
have-
agree.
a couple of HP restoring spells.
Excellent.
But they do cost spell slot. So
Yeah,
we can drag out the drowning.
Yeah. So we're
Maybe
gonna
just drag it
allow
out.
each of you
Yeah,
one
it'll be
more
fine.
action, and then we're gonna start to have some consequences. So we took a little break, and we are back with Astrid convinced that her friends are actively trying to destroy her.
They're all part
Astrid,
of the sleeper cell.
yes,
This is a royal
yes,
assassination.
yeah, it is. What do you
I definitely know what those words mean.
What are you doing, Astrid?
Oh, I'm gonna get my silver dagger out and try to stab. Because I think I'm being murdered, so I have to defend myself.
You do.
Yeah,
Was not anticipating PvP today. Okay. Who are we going for?
Whoever's closest to me. I don't know who's closest.
Well,
or
you've
anything.
got Skylar like wrapping an arm kind of around you, and Pebble.
Roll.
I mean, I would assume that Skylar's probably behind Astrid's, and Astrid would go forward.
You wouldn't attack someone.
She has no like momentum behind her.
I probably try to swim down and like scoop her like under the arms, and then I'm like trying to like shove the rope on her face like this way. Roll.
Something so non-hostile.
So I'm hearing Pebble.
No,
Is what I'm hearing.
She's the only
So
one
let's
in
go
the water.
ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh no.
11?
that does not hit.
Not hit. Excellent. So Pebble, you see Astrid suddenly come at you with a dagger. What is your reaction?
Unexpected. So I need a second to think. Because I thought we were best friends. Pebble is a bit more calm and understanding in the water because she feels like home, despite not liking the salt in her eyeball. Cannot blink it away. She is a little bit more understanding. She started to understand that this is not playtime. This is drowning. And so even though drowning's not something she's ever really experienced or worried about, she does recognize the look of fear that's on her good friend's face. So we'll just say Pebble dodged the dagger. And I would like to, I guess Skylar in, not Skylar. Well, yes, Skylar, sorry. You're like lifting her up underneath, correct? Kind of deal?
Yeah, I feel like I have her kind of like I'm behind her, and I have my arms like under her like armpits. I'm trying to like lift her up, and while also like I'm like palming her face to try to be like stop fighting, like.
And there's no
she's
one
like
on the ship
flailing.
to like pull anybody up, correct? Except a tiny cat and a tiny fairy.
I thought maybe I could give her the rope and then pull her up, but I first need her to take the rope.
Yeah, okay, fair. Okay, I would like to assist in Pebble's got strong legs. She's very proficient in swimming. Kind of assist in just like raising Astrid up. So she is definitely for sure head out of the water. She's kind of like stabilized, but she whatever I need to roll to get her most of her like towards the water. because I can breathe quite a bit underwater.
Okay. What do you think? Are you? It's either going to be acrobatics or athletics, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stronger in acrobatics than athletics. Not by much. I mean, I'm whatever we think here. Strength is a 0 for.
I'll let you choose whatever one you want.
Cool. I'll give it a good old acrobatic, just so I can hopefully help a little bit more. Think of this as kind of like an attempt at chicken in the pool. Wait, actually, Alicia, what size is Astrid? Is she medium?
She's 5'8".
Okay. Pebble's a little bit smaller than that, so this should be interesting. I think Pebble is 5 foot. Give me a second. 5 feet. I am 5 feet, so we're gonna give this a shot. Ooh, a dirty 20. We have a nice,
You are
nice dirty
very
20.
successful at that.
I can swim.
So as you do that now, Skylar, you'll get advantage on whatever you choose to do.
Okay. I'm going to grapple Astrid with my legs, like lock them around, and then I'm just going to climb this rope.
Okay.
I'm like literally like just got her in my legs like this, and I'm just
Nice.
pulling her up with me.
I love
And if
that.
needed, I will rage because I'm getting pissed. So
I hate to have to ask this, but I feel like it's going to have to be a contested strength check for the grapple.
She's still fighting, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I'm
with my
you're being
fist.
murdered, so yes.
And you're
So-
being raised up on Pebble's very strong.
yeah,
If
so I do
rage-
feel like
I'm gonna rage then, because if she's fighting, I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna be like, get the fuck off.
I just want you to know, like, this whole time I've been thinking, like, if I could copyright it, the Beyond the Sea song's just playing somewhere beyond the sea as like this whole drowning scene
Yeah.
is happening.
Oh, in slow-mo.
Yes. But then like these crooning songs. Okay, so Skylar goes into a rage. Astrid, you're fighting.
And
Skylar,
I try to grapple her.
Give me a strength check. Astrid, give me at disadvantage a strength saving throw.
Okay, is mine a check or is it athletics?
7.
I think for the grapple, let's do a check.
Okay.
I got a 6. At
Okay.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice.
21.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'm exhausted.
Those like thighs of steel just wrap around her. And then with you locked and loaded, let's get that athletics check for climbing the rope.
Okay. 16.
DC was 15, so it's
Yay.
slow. You're struggling, but as Astrid starts to get air back into her lungs, the fog and fear begins to dissipate. And I think you come back into your right mind as you've got these legs wrapped around your waist and you're hoisted into the air. Kuma, what you doing?
I see Skylar is now hoisting Astrid out of the water. I've been kind of floating above them this entire time. So I'm gonna, get out of the way, and kind of come up to the top of the rope and just make sure that it stays secure.
That's a good idea. I love that. So Skylar and Astrid, you managed to get back onto the ship. With just a wet splat, you land on the deck. Pebble, what are you going to climb the rope after them?
Yeah, I'll give it a good little shuffle up there.
I'm sorry, I need an athletics check.
Yeah, I saw that coming. All right, what we got here?
Did she get advantage if she uses the rope or no?
She's using the rope. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why did I ask for this check? Why did I ask for this check?
I'd like to also point out
That's
that for
on
whatever
me.
reason, when I roll
That's
this,
on me.
it goes into my bottom corner of my screen, so I can't see it until it pops
just
up for everybody.
Pick up your laptop and maybe like shake it a little bit so the dice will go to
You just
another
went there with like a
corner.
factory reset or something.
Yeah. I got my screen in portrait mode, and I'm wondering if I turn it, if it'll turn.
Yeah. You know, I think that's legit. Girl, you did not make it up the rope.
Okay, but was I cool about it?
I think honestly what happened is you immediately tried to climb up the rope, but Skylar's still like climbing it, so it's just like flailing all over the place, and you're just like, what is happening? Back into the water.
Inquit is losing his mind over this. He has been greatly enjoying this entire situation.
I'm glad he's enjoying this. You know.
He shares my popcorn.
All right. I think Pebble's gonna edit her bets here and head to that ladder that's down there.
Much safer choice. We will do absolutely no checks except for the one that I am now dreading, getting you on this ship.
Okay. I made it back because I know
it did. As Pebble's walking around, it'll take a few moments. Kuma, Astrid, Skylar, you're all on the ship, catching your breath. What's going through your heads? What are you saying?
I would like to check over Astrid to make sure that she's not inhaled too much water or anything and that she's okay. Do you want me to roll medicine for that?
Yes, please.
That's a 13.
Yeah. She's coughing a lot, so it's hard for you to tell.
Okay.
You think she's okay because you hear air going in, but there's just a lot of coughing mixed in with that. But your gut kind of tells you she's okay.
All right.
I
Good deal.
would say I'm slightly wary until I realize like who you are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Astrid and
fair.
Skylar, you're lying on the deck, catching your breath. Skylar, are we still raging?
Yeah, I would say that Skylar's still raging, so I can extend. And with the new 2024 rules.
Did you say you extended your rage? You cut out for a second.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so in the new rules, you can just choose to extend your rage with a bonus action. Because now, like, I'm like, I crawl over to like the edge and I look down towards like Pebble and I see her like swimming away, and I'm just like, I could have pulled her up with the rope. So I'm just like, I'm not like standing there, like just like tapping my foot for her to like come back around.
I love this so much.
You know, I really think our biggest hurdle of the night was going to be this one.
This 2-part one shot's going to become 3 parts, quite possibly.
Oh, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
The big bad, the gangplank.
Most D&D parties like fear doors. You guys now know to fear gangplanks.
Yeah.
So Skylar,
water.
Pebble's now walking back up the dock. Are we still raging?
Yeah, like she's raging because she's like so angry until we all get on the stupid ship. And so she's waiting, and like she is there. She's wrapped her arm around like the rope, like that's tied to the ship, and I'm ready to catch Pebble because I don't think she can jump it.
Gee, I wonder why you
propose
like,
a new plan.
my wingspan is like 7 feet, so I'm
That's true.
I'm ready to just like grab her.
My great grand stepmother has Toad on her third cousin's side. Just saying. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Okay. Amazing. Alternate plan here. What if I take the rope from the ship, fly it over to Pebble? Pebble grabs the rope and kind of like wraps it around her, and Skylar just yanks her up.
Are we Tarzaning this? Because I was like, if you're asking me to walk across.
No, just get dragged.
I love how Inklet could have done any of this at any time, but he has refused. Least helpful familiar. Love this. Yeah. He's my brother.
So what's is the game plan? Kuma's gonna fly it over the rope to you?
Yeah, I'll send Inklet over already. He's
yeah.
So he's just gonna fly over and kind of watch. He might join in. We'll see. To help if needed. All right, first, Kuma, you brought me the rope.
Skylar, give me one end of the rope. Thank you.
Mic drop.
I take the rope, fly it to Pebble, give Pebble the rope. All right, now I need you to tie this around yourself. Skylar is going to pull you over the gap onto the ship.
Got it.
We good?
I think so. Okay, what is my note? My knot tie?
What? It broke out again.
Do I have knot tying? Question. I'm good at embroidery. I feel like I can do it.
Yeah. I feel like you know how to tie a knot.
Okay, good. I almost said I do not knot, but I do not. Haha. Okay. So knot has been tied. I say, hoisty way. I'm ready. I'm fine with this. I got to go swim twice, so that's already more than my adventures. Do the two yank like they do in the thing. Yank twice to pull up.
Yeah, and I tell you to jump on 3 so that when she jumps, pull her. It's like working together.
Okay, is this 1, 2, 3 jump, or like 1, 2, and on 3 you jump?
No, 1, 2, 3 jump.
Okay, so we're jumping on jump, not on 3.
1, 2, 3 jump.
But which is the jump?
I go 1, 2, 3, and I pull her.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the yank.
I just want you to. I jumped up on 3 because you said jump on 3, but you did 1, 2, 3 jump.
Yeah. I'm gonna just move the story along, and Pebble gets yanked onto the ship.
That's fine. Okay, yay! As long as I didn't slam into the side, that's fine.
This one shot's gonna turn into our campaign.
One eternity later from the SpongeBob.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay. So
thank you, Skylar. Give you a nice soggy hug. You're soggy too, so it's actually just a hug.
Okay, so everyone's on the ship.
How long did that take us? About 20 minutes?
Longer than that.
Yeah. You're on the ship. Let's just not dwell in the past. Astrid, you've started to recover. You've gotten most of the salt water out of your lungs. Okay, yeah. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say sorry to everyone.
You tried to stab me.
I thought you were a sleeper cell trying to assassinate me. I'm sorry, okay?
I was giving you a hug.
We've had plenty of opportunities to kill you. Why would we choose now?
You know, when your life has been tried before, you have certain reactions, okay? All I'm saying.
I
Astrid,
get
Let's go
when
kill something.
we
Skylar, do you want to kill something? And I just start
Yes.
will be having
stabbing
swimming soon.
the seaweed. I go over here and I stab seaweed.
You don't know about the seaweed.
I did say
I
the
can
seaweed
see it,
tried to
can't
grab
I?
me.
Did you?
No,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know that it grabbed. No, I'm not saying that it grabbed her. I just want to literally stab something just to make myself feel better. And so
Oh,
I
you're
just
raging
picked it-
too. I got it. Okay. I understand that.
Desperately triggering combat.
I think I do remember Skylar saying something about it.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
I was like, the gangplank is a lie, and the seaweed just tried to grab me.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I said.
That was about 2
As-
hours ago.
Yeah, it was a while.
Astrid, are you coherent enough to have remembered that, or are you just because it sounded like you were just raging? In which case,
I'm just angry and I want to stab something.
so I
Thank you
feel
for
like
not
I'm
stabbing.
gonna need the dex save.
Okay. Oh, it was almost in that 20, 15.
You have your what? Is it a sword?
Yeah.
Or just your deck? Okay. You have your sword out. You're ready to just take your anger out on something. As the seaweed suddenly springs up and comes at you, you just slash at it in response before it can wrap around you.
Nice.
What are the rest of you doing?
I had completely forgotten that the seaweed was attacking us. So I just kind of startle.
I was under the
And-
dock when that happened.
That is true.
That is very true.
I had no idea. So,
I want to look around the rest of this of the ship that we could see, avoiding the
Okay.
seaweed, and just I'm still kind of like grumpy, and I just want to make sure okay, just if something is gonna grab us, I just want to know what it is, So I'm gonna do a little patrol of the top deck here.
Okay.
But I can't hit my character because Pebble is on top of me.
I mean, you pulled me up. You hadn't moved yet. You pulled me up. I was waiting to decide if I landed on you or not, but I no hugs. This is not time for hugs. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just avoid all the seaweed, and I'll kind of come over here, and I'll look up the top.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll come over here, and I'll go do the same thing. Hold on, I gotta move the screen. There we go. And look behind this mast here, and screw you, seaweed, and I'm gonna look behind the mast.
And there are clumps of seaweed all over, but I know you're actively avoiding it.
Yeah.
As you start to come over to this can you see my pointer? This set
Yeah.
of stairs. You look up and there is a face staring back at you. And it grins wickedly. I was like, wait, I didn't move him. He's possessed.
I zoomed in. That looks like my cousin. I knew I recognized that face.
Actually, you might be a distant relative of these.
That's my
I'm gonna butcher
stepfather / fourth cousin.
Yes, clearly. I even looked up how to say this.
Swagin.
Oh. Swagin?
I think so. That's how my other dungeon master would say it. I think it's swag. No.
Okay. We'll go with that. I'll butcher it 16 more times.
Swagin.
Yeah. It's staring down at you, and it's, who are you? Yeah. Get out of this is our lair. And he leaps towards you, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Heck yeah.
Let me...
Skylar will yell at it as it leaps at her and be like, "This is the Sandpiper ship. Are you Sandpiper crew? If not, leave now."
um,
That is
hold
the
on.
name of the ship, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Sandpiper? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think it got all of your initiatives
I
in
think
there.
so. It looks right.
Does it? Okay. All right. So it will respond to you on its turn.
Mhm.
Kuma, you're up. You just hear this creature kind of yelling and like starting to leap through the air down the steps.
Oh.
And it's on the other side of the mast, so it pretty much only sees. Well, I'm not gonna pretend to know what it sees. But it's headed towards Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm also going to head towards Skylar because when in doubt, run into danger. Just gonna grab
Yes.
my ruler,
Excellent
make
motto.
sure. See, how far away is Skylar? Okay, I can make it. Gonna flutter myself over here because I don't trust the seaweed. I am not landing on this ship any more than I have to.
I
Gonna.
don't know why you feel that way about it. I mean,
It's gross and dirty.
yeah. Yeah.
It's covered in seaweed and probably like
Yeah.
mold or something. I don't want to get that on my shoes. Um, so now I am behind Skylar, and yeah, I don't really know what's happening here. Just going to use my cantrip, produce flame to hold a little ball of flame, and then that's, I think, an action.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, produce flame? Okay. So you're
Yes.
not like,
So basically,
okay.
I'm not throwing it or anything. I'm just casting it like, hey, what's going on? Fire.
Got it. Okay. Then, Astrid, you are up.
really
Kuma
quick.
just went flying by you and she produces a flame that definitely shows like the whole deck now in light.
Hey Molly,
Okay.
really quick.
Yeah.
I forgot Inkwit is supposed to roll his own initiative. I was just checking. It does say his initiative is separate. Do you want me to do that? I don't know how to add that.
I'm not sure how to add him, so next time we'll do that.
Time we'll
For
do it.
now, can we just have him go immediately
me.
after you? Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I was trying to figure out my end. I can just see what his initiative roll is a +3, but I couldn't figure.
Okay. Yeah. So for this
I'll look into it
round,
for next time.
we'll have him go immediately after you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I have a question as well.
Okay.
If a bonus action has me casting a spell, could I also do an action that has me casting a spell?
Oh, I was just reading these rules. I don't think you can do like a full like leveled spell, but I think you can do like a cantrip and a spell, right? Does anyone remember?
I just
Oh,
didn't
like
know if
how
it
many
mattered
spells you
if
can
one was
cast in a turn?
I didn't know if it
Yeah.
mattered that one was like a
Yeah.
bonus action versus
No,
a full
so unless they change that in the new rules, you can cast only one spell per turn. That's a leveled spell. So, but if one is a cantrip, then you can do a cantrip
Mhm.
and a leveled spell. But you can't do like a first level spell and a second spell or two first level spells. It doesn't matter bonus action or action. One leveled
Okay.
spell, and I believe a cantrip if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Um,
That's how I
so
remember it.
Okay, so with
So we'll
that
go with
being
that.
said, cool. With that being said, I am going to cast Bless
Okay.
on my 3 guild members. So whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target adds a 1d4 to the attack roll or save. And so that's on all 3 of you. It won't be on Nitwit, though. I can only do 3.
Is that for 1 minute?
Yes. Concentration
Okay.
up to 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then were you wanting to do something else?
No, that's my full action. Is
Okay.
anyone... Yeah, I don't think anyone's low on hit points or anything right now, so that should be it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, Skylar, you're up.
Is it okay to say that she was still raging as she was stomping around if I would keep extending it? It lasts for 10 minutes.
I feel like, yeah, I think you probably
Okay.
were.
Then Skylar is going to she's going to hold her attack to attack this thing when it comes to her. You know, she's like full guard mode. She's like you know, doesn't think this thing belongs here, but like isn't quite sure yet because, you know, the crew did turn into like crabs and octopi earlier today, and that's thrown her a little bit. But if it attacks her, she's gonna hit it back, and she's gonna be like,
Okay.
"No, this is bad. It doesn't belong."
Okay, so you're not necessarily waiting for his response. It's just if he attacks, that's your trigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That works. And then Pebble, you're up.
How much was I able to see? I can't tell with this mast. Was I able to? Am I able to see the creature? I just want to be sure.
Hang on, let me just pull out the
You
roller.
did hear me like respond to it, so
Like you're aware of it. Are you meaning just for line of sight for a spell?
Kind of. And then I was gonna actually ask to do like a history check to see what this thing is.
Okay. Yeah, that we can.
That's my action.
Well,
so or Arcana.
yeah, history. You can do you can do history with advantage.
Okay. Should I move up? Do I need? I guess that's kind of what I was wondering. Is do I need to be on this? Like, should I be on this side?
I think like if you want a good look at it, you're probably gonna have to move a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Inquit will probably move after me. We are seekers of knowledge. So, all right. I'm gonna roll history with advantage.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Well, we got 21 for one of them.
Okay.
And 19 for the other.
Yeah, I need to roll the other one.
I do like to read a lot.
You know that these are. Here we go, Molly. Trying to say the word again. Laura, help me. Sagween.
Swaggin?
Swaggin.
Yeah. I looked it up.
Swaggin. A swaggin, which is a sea creature, but it's actually a fiend.
Okay.
And what was it? It was a 20, wasn't it? Or was it
21 was what I rolled. So.
Oh, you rolled a 19. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that this is an aquatic fiend, essentially.
Okay. If I point and yell demon, does that I mean my action was the history. Does that count as the bonus action to go demon? Very loudly.
I'll allow the check to be your bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just knowing something.
Demon be the action.
I mean, if you want that to be your action, it can be. But...
I mean, I would like the party to be aware of what it is. So to share
that's the sort of stuff I call like a free action, a bonus action. Like that's not you really doing anything except knowledge, you know?
Hey, I've had to learn in our wonderful player DM relationship in the past you have taught me that my consequences have actions where I speak.
What?
For our
I don't know
viewers,
what you're talking about.
Molly
Me whispering,
is
do
good
it, do
about
it, do
teaching
it,
me
do
that.
it.
When Anna says
Are
something
these the
out loud,
consequences of my
of
actions?
my own actions. When Anna mutters something insulting and Molly goes, well, the NPC heard that. Anyway, okay, well, free action, demon.
Yep.
So Pebble has identified a demon. That is not cool with her. So she is going to, because I still have the action, history check was the bonus. So I am going to, okay, where was I before? I was like here, right? Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
like somewhere right around there.
5, 10, so 15. I am going to 15, 20, and 25.
Okay.
And remind me what Bless has again, Elise?
So with Bless, you have a if you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a d4 to the attack roll or the save.
Okay. I am going to take my scimitar and I'm going to roll to hit with Booming Blade. So
Okay.
that is my cantrip that is attached to it. It's all one action. But
Okay.
I have to see if I hit before it does anything. So I'm going to roll to hit. Well, that's a
Add your
6.
d4.
That would only be a 10, though.
Add a d4.
I don't. What?
Yeah.
Do I have to add it?
Yeah.
It
No, you don't
automatically.
have to.
Oh, it automatically
I mean,
does?
it
'Cause I was
doesn't
gonna...
hurt anything.
Well,
But
it goes away, probably, right?
no,
it lasts for a minute.
No, it's for a
Okay,
minute.
I'm concentrating, so you have it for a minute.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, I'm not going to use it. 10 is going to hit. Does a 10 hit? All right. I swing that scimitar. I am just so blinded by my hate for fiends. This deep loathing for fiends that maybe my comrades have not seen before has filled me.
How is
But I mean,
Inkwit feeling about it? Because it's his turn now.
Inkwit is equally as upset. However, let's see. I can only, because of my passive change, this is the whole 5e, they changed the familiars so they cannot attack on. I have them open in a different tab. But I can only attack through him if I'm using my attack for his action, his reaction, which he did not do. But he is going to. He's going to move up, but he's going to stay. So he has some like special stuff. I'm just checking that has to do with range. He's going to stay right for now. Because he can't attack unless action as a reaction.
All right, then we're going to have him go. And he lands on the deck in front of you, Skylar, and he is going to claw at you. So let's see here. Whoops. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll be taking 5 slashing damage. And then that was with one claw, and then with the other claw, he's gonna take a step right here and claw at you, Pebble.
How dare.
Oh my. It was a 22, but not a nat 20.
That barely hit. Just barely.
Yeah, just barely. And you're going to take
a flesh wound.
a little boo-boo. You'll take 3 damage. And then
Since he attacks me, does my whole held action trigger?
yeah, let's go ahead and resolve that real quick.
Okay. Not 20!
Oh gosh, okay. Let's do this.
Oh, that's big.
Oh my god.
25 damage. Well,
How's he going down?
Damn. You were mad
Can I also-
about this whole thing.
Like, if he slashes me, can I kill him before he uses Pebble? But because like he like slashes me and I'm like, oh, you don't belong here, and I just like,
Only
and I
'cause
take
you
off his
crit.
head.
That I'll say, yeah, Pebble, you can have your
Huzzah!
you can have your points back.
Hooray!
Yeah.
I love my
Okay.
big beast friend.
So, jeez, jeez. This guy's dead. Let me just go ahead and put a black circle around him because he's a goner. All right, Kuma, you're up.
So he's dead, but we're still in initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll perception to see?
I would love that.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a 4.
You are just elated because you just saw your friend take care of this baddie. And that's all you care about right now.
Yeah, I'm still going to hold my little fire, but now I'm going to just kind of like cradle it, more of like using it as a lantern than anything else.
That's fair.
Just kind of, and I don't know what's going on.
No, I'm sorry, but you don't. You
Yeah.
don't.
Oh my gosh, good job, Skylar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Astrid,
That's
I'd
all,
love
folks.
for a perception check from you.
Okay, let's see here. 7.
Astrid, you saw your friend just take down this baddie, and that's all you care about. You're just really happy that you saw this happen, and nothing else suspicious is happening at all.
I am concentrating so dang hard. All I see is Kuma's flames.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's you're actually starting to think about maybe you could do shadow puppets on the sail.
It's so pretty.
I
that
start
might
to
be
lift
an
my hand.
Skylar, can I have a perception check for no suspicious reason whatsoever?
Yeah, I don't see nothing. Hold on, let me roll. Gotta keep rolling in the corner of my screen. 11.
Mine keeps doing. That's a little better than nothing.
If she doesn't see anything, she will do something else. But
What's your danger sense? Is that just with the dex? Is that for surprise or anything?
I think it's just now like for dex saving throws. I was just reading it. You gain an uncanny sense of when things aren't dodge perils. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws unless you have the incapacitated condition.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would say though, Skylar's going to take a step forward and on her like turn, and she's going to lean down and grab that Swagin's head that she's like cut off.
Okay.
And it's like now is just like kind of carrying it, and it's like, demon? This is a demon?
Demon. Fiend of hell. Hell spawn. All should be destroyed.
Pebble,
Got noted.
as she's holding this head up to you, can I please have a perception check
Heck yeah.
for no suspicious reason whatsoever?
No suspicious reason. We got a 12. Let me know if Inkwit also gets one.
Actually, he will, but it's not his turn.
Oh, look, he's up there now. Yay.
Yeah.
I said don't
I
worry.
think we're getting close to the DC. I think you are just getting bad vibes. You don't feel like it's right on the ship, but you don't see anything. Let's have Inkwit try something.
Yeah, so Inkwit doesn't have any modifiers. 20.
Oh no!
My boy is saying nothing. He has found a feather. He is having a grand old time.
He
There's
is
a
batting
feather.
at the tail of the dead one because he hates fiends so much. He's
Yes.
just,
He is just so
And-
pleased with. He's all like, "We did it. We won."
yeah. So for some reason you're still on initiative, and Astrid,
For some reason, we're still in initiative.
16 hit you. Astrid, did a 16 hit you?
Yes, that is the exact armor class.
Okay. So you're all kind of looking at this dead thing that Pebble says is a fiend. When all of a sudden, you feel claws biting into your skin through the gaps in your armor, dealing 2 damage to you.
Howie.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay. And before you can respond, you start to turn, which opens you to an opportunity attack of a critical hit.
Asher he is really just getting it tonight. Damn.
Yeah, she's having a rough day. You guys need to take her on a spa day, please. You're going to take 7 damage.
Whew.
Which at least conveniently makes everyone aware that there was something going on behind you.
How do I
and
roll
you all
for
turn.
concentration?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
You're concentrating.
You have to roll for it to maintain your concentration.
Is it a D20? Like, how do I just don't know how to do that.
I
It's
forget.
It's
You're
the
saying
con
on the
saving
spell.
throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, a concentration check is a Constitution saving throw. And the DC is either 10 or half of the damage, whichever is highest.
Okay, it's not a damage one, so I got a 12, so I'm still good. Y'all are still
I'm gonna-
blessed.
At least that's how it was in 2014. So hold on, I will also check.
Go with it. Kuma, you're up.
I would like to just launch my little lantern at him. Just
Okay.
spin around real fast, like, whoa, what was that? And just chuck it. Overhand throw at this guy. Because it is the produce flame cantrip,
Okay.
which until the spell ends, you can take a magic action to hurl fire at a creature or object within 60 feet of you. Astrid and I are standing pretty close together. Let me pull out my ruler. According to my ruler, he's about 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I guess roll to hit.
Yes. That's an 18.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, cool. Then he takes 3 fire damage.
All right. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna back up a little bit. Just kind of
Okay.
back over here. Again, next to Skylar. Because what better place to be than next to the Raging Goliath?
I mean, that seems like a good idea to me. So
Yeah. Definitely not within smacking distance. Never.
Of Skylar or
I will be
Okay.
outside of the 5 feet radius that is smacking distance.
That's fair. All right, Astrid, avenge yourself.
Yes, I'm going to spin around in place and try to stab the fish demon.
Yeah, stabby stab.
15 to hit.
Demon.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yay!
Finally, something going your way tonight.
And 4 points of damage.
All right.
She's soggy. She's hurt. She's
had a rough
sad.
night. She
Why
didn't
is
even get
everyone
her
so sweet here?
dinner.
I know. We have not eaten yet. Skylar, did that have to do
Rude.
with your race earlier? Are you just hangry?
Eat a Snickers, girl. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Don't you have 2 weapon fighting?
Yes, I'm going to go in with my dagger. That doesn't hit 'cause that's a 7.
No. All right.
And I don't think as long as I'm concentrating that I can do a bonus. So I am done.
Okay. You can do other spells, they just can't be concentration spells.
Yeah, all I have is concentration spells because I'm
Okay.
a paladin.
Yeah, you can't multitask.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Skylar, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to hear Astrid fighting something, so I'm going to go like 5, 10, 15. I forget what your rules for flanking or advantage, or if you don't do it, couldn't remember.
I'm gonna yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Oh my gosh, what was that? I think for each person, wasn't it like a +1 to hit, or was it more than +1?
I
think
think
it's
it was a
like for each
+1 to hit for
Yeah,
each
so you can
ally that
add
you have.
each ally next to that enemy gets a +1 to hit.
Okay.
So you get +1.
Okay. 12 plus 13 plus a d4, which I'll roll for bless.
Yes.
I clicked roll, and I don't know if anything happened.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my game log.
Okay,
The last
I'm
one I
I'm
have
gonna
is Google.
let me do it on this. I tried to do it right on the map, and I don't think it liked that.
You may just need to hit refresh.
Oh, there it is.
3. Yeah,
Oh,
plus
no.
3. So 12 plus 1 plus 3, so 16.
Yes, that
Okay.
hits.
12 damage.
Nice. He is not looking great. There's goopy blue blood starting to come out of him.
Ugh.
What
see it.
else would you like to do?
I think that's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Payable. What you doing?
Free action. Demon!
Yes.
Just making sure the party's aware.
Thank you, Bubble.
And I will
For
say
it.
that because you all turned, that you also see that where they're coming from at this point.
Okay, sorry, I was about to do something that would have. Glad I. We're not gonna
Wait,
hurt Ashford anymore today. I was about to do a spell that was anything within 5 feet, so I'm glad I double checked.
Fireball.
It was not fireball. It was very fitting. It was a spell fitting thematrix of the storm tonight. Third time's the charm. I'm gonna go for blade again. So I am going to roll to hit. Does a 16 hit?
The third time was your charm.
Oh, finally. Okay, so the way this hit with regular damage on the hit, and then be some thunder damage. But let's roll the regular damage. Oh, heck yeah, we got 7.
Tell me how this guy's going down.
One day I will use my thunder damage.
No, you won't. You'll kill them all first.
This is a cantrip, so I don't really mind, but come on. Okay, so just unbridled rage has turned Pebble's skin like a deeper pink. I wouldn't say like red, but like a deeper pink. And kind of taking inspiration from a tall friend, just takes her scimitar and just completely cleaves the head off of this fiend. And just for thematic effect, say that boom of thunder comes out afterward. Not doing anything, but just because I want to. And I'll leave it up to Astrid if she notices foaming at the mouth of Pebble.
Astrid, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I was about to.
I guess I shouldn't have said
Foaming?
until you did that.
9?
I would have needed.
She notices nothing. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Pebble's soaked. Like, y'all are just getting so angry tonight because you didn't have your dinner. Like, I get it. Like, you know, it's a rough night for you guys.
I'm just impressed that she's channeling Skylar with the whole decapitation thing.
Yeah, Skylar's in the back and going, "Yeah, go Pebble!"
And I guess for the lore drop, my friends would mostly know that Pebble's a pacifist for the most part. Ish.
Yeah, for sure.
Ish. We'll keep it on that.
Ish. Okay. Well, how about Inkwit? What's he up to?
Yeah, let's just see if I had a bonus action.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I have 2 weapon fighting, but 2 weapon fight. Inkwit will go ahead and he's not gonna. He can't attack because I used my own action, but 5, 10, 25. He is gonna move. He's gonna move here, just because he has some like within range stuff. People do things, but he's not gonna trigger anything quite yet. So he is just gonna chillax right there, and he's gonna also kind of like bristly fur standing up, bared at the corpse.
That's fair. All right. Well, this guy comes up and he sees 2 of his best friends decapitated.
Oh, why do you have to give him humanity?
I do. And an anguished wail escapes his lips as he comes roaring towards you, Pebble. Whoops, wrong button. Towards you, Pebble, and swipes his claws at you. Boop. A 13 to hit?
Heck no. Who do you think I am?
Heck no. An axolotl?
I am a VIP. I am a very important
Well, in that case, he's going to turn and swipe at Inkwit.
No! My baby.
With a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that is. I need my
with 7 slashing damage.
Does Inkwit die?
No, not. He's actually pretty hard.
She's got Tobit's change, so I think he's got a pretty good. He's got some oomph to
He's
him.
got actually pretty high health and everything. So surprisingly, but that's because he's not a typical familiar. But I have to keep track on my piece. So how dare you? That's just a kitty cat. That's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He's just a baby.
just a baby.
Just a baby. My dogs got all excited that I just said that. Just a baby.
They're all babies. They're being so good tonight. Tell them I love them.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? Was that 7 damage?
7 slashing.
7
And then
slashing.
Kuma, you're up.
Alrighty. That guy is behind everybody. So sorry, had to double check that I know what I'm doing.
Me.
It's
All the
it's
time.
about a 50-50 chance most days.
That's
so
higher
I'm
than mine.
Just kind of back here by the sail. I don't feel like getting involved in all of that, but I
Wait, you don't want to
am.
join Bloodlust?
No, I don't tend to enjoy partaking in the bloodlust.
Cleric.
But you didn't have dinner.
I didn't have dinner, and I am mad enough about that I'm going to use my channel divinity.
Ooh.
Boop.
Well, yeah, big cleric coming in here.
Yeah, gotta love cleric spells. And force our wagon. What number is he? B, the one that's still alive.
Yes.
To make a DC 13 con saving throw.
Con saving throw coming up. Roll. A 12.
So that's a fail, right?
I forgot what you said, so I'm
said
gonna say
13.
yes.
I think
All right.
13.
DC 13 con saving throw. On a failed
Yes.
save, the creature takes 1d8 plus 3 necrotic or radiant. I choose radiant. Gotta love being a life domain. Or
Yeah.
half as much on a
Pebble
save.
approves.
All right. That is 5.
All right. 5. Whoopsie. 5. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, I got the 5 damage. Sorry, it's just clicking all over the place. Okay. Is that it for you?
That would be my major action. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to just once again have my little fireball, but not an
Ready
actual
and ready to
fireball,
go.
a little ball of fire. Yes, my little pet.
Little calcifer.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say, I'm very much picturing a calcifer right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Except more
Astrid.
angry somehow.
All right.
You're still having a
going
rough night,
to-
so
Seriously. I'm gonna step up next to Pebble. I'm gonna get right here and stabby stab with my sword.
On top of the body.
Why? I have a natural one.
Wow.
okay.
Whoop.
I was gonna divine
Girl.
smite that butthead too, but I can't.
Oh, look at that
Um,
censor.
I just feel like I'm picking on
do-
Astrid at this point, but you rolled a
Wait,
nat one.
I have a heroic inspiration. Can I redo that? Yes.
can.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
I'm doing it.
I forgot. I used mine already.
Hey, 15.
There
Please
we
tell me
have
that
it. Redemption arc has started. That hits.
Okay,
Heck yeah.
so we have that plus 4 plus divine smite. If it wants to let me press the button.
We're getting
And then
all diviney
because
up in here.
all right, so 4 plus what was that, 11? So we're at 15. Now, because this is a fiend, it gets an extra 1d8 of damage.
Heck
Where's my
yeah, it
D8?
does.
So
So
what's the
that's
total damage?
24.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How's he going down?
Heck yeah. Get rid of that.
So let's see here. So it's radiant damage that comes through the sword and just like you just see the sword glowing like it's in a forge and just stab right through the gut and he goes bye-bye.
Okay. Sorry, I've got a 70-pound dog currently trying to climb into my lap. Oh god, and he's stepping on the 20-pound dog. Okay, so
Puppy pile up.
I'm being crushed. He goes
With
down.
With love, Molly, with love.
It's too much love. Pippa and I are both just suffocating. Get off her. You're a big butt. Okay. We're not ending initiative yet.
Oh, we aren't?
No. We're just gonna keep it going.
For my movement, since I haven't,
Yes.
can I go? Where's my ruler? Because I did about 5 feet, so I want to do the full movement of the rest of my 25 feet and go
Okay.
down the stairs.
Oh, she heading right in. To the brig.
To the
To the underneath?
I was gonna say
Thank
down the
you.
stairs.
Lower deck.
Lower deck, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry,
Can I give
Molly,
out
couldn't help it.
anti-inspiration?
Whoa, wait a minute. The map has revealed
Would that be
itself.
considered exhaustion? What is that?
Yes.
You take
What
the advantage.
exhaustion for you.
You have to re-roll and take the worst. So.
Exactly. So you're gonna come down the steps right here.
Yeah, let me actually grab.
Cute. Yeah, we might. There we go. Look at this.
Has it been a minute yet?
No, because we're still in initiative.
Oh,
That was part of the
okay.
reason I kind of wanted to keep it going that way.
Sea hag. Sorry, I'm not supposed to see that yet.
I mean,
I don't know what
revealed
those
her.
words mean.
What does that mean? And we'll be a little loosey-goosey with the initiative. I just kind of want to keep it in an order for now. But so Astrid, I'm gonna go ahead and move you down the steps.
Yeah.
Yoink!
Forced Misty step.
Whoosh. Was that 25? Like, did you have more movement and you were gonna go all the way down the steps, or?
Yeah, so like my full 30 feet, including the 5 foot that I took to stab the guy, got me to the bottom of the stairs. So yeah, right there.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see her yet.
I do not have night or dark vision, so
You definitely don't see her, but you do
Yeah.
smell, kind of like, well, you're from Florida, kind of that red tide, grossness of like just ocean water, of pollution and dying fish in the water. It's that
Yeah.
kind of stench that just permeates the air as you come down the stairs. And I guess that's it for you, friend. So, Skylar, what you doing, friend?
Sorry, I'm just trying to see if Goliaths have dark vision. So,
Oh my gosh. Thank goodness Kuma's been doing this flame this whole time.
That's
Yeah,
true.
20 feet
actually.
of bright light, 20 feet of
Nope.
dim light.
they don't. So,
Oh,
I was like, I didn't see it on my character
Nice.
sheet, and I just wanted to look in the book to see like how it says it on the elf and like people I know. But Goliaths do
This
not
was
have dark
not
vision.
supposed to be a TPK episode, but we keep getting close. All right, Skylar, what you doing?
So first is either Kuma or Pebble hurt? Are any of them hurt?
Pebble's doing
Right,
great.
either
We retconned her only damage. She's great.
Oh, Inkwit is hurt. Inkwit is hurt. I remember I saw him get swiped.
I will say
Inkwit,
though, if you care, he's doing pretty fine. But
don't worry about it. This is something I could do every turn. So
Okay,
she remembers the poor little kitty got scratched. And so
He's just a baby
her
boy.
like magical spectral like tree branches come up and they start to swirl. And he gets 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And then she's gonna charge after Astrid. Because she saw Astrid head down the stairs. And I think when I counted it out, I can only get like her.
To where?
Because it's like I can only get right behind her.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go like 5, 10, 20, 25, and so I'm just gonna go like to where I'm one more space to where I'm like right behind her.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and zoop put
Yeah.
you. We've got a Congo line starting on the stairs apparently.
And I'm like, Astrid, what do you see? What is? Are there more? Are there more?
Say, I see nothing.
Darkness.
Give us 6 seconds.
Hello,
It'll be fine.
darkness, my old friend. Pebble, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna just follow my friends. Is kicking the fiend's head a free action?
That's a free action.
Heck yeah. Can I roll to see if I can punt it side of the ship or no?
Yeah, you can roll. What is it? Athletics, maybe acrobatics. One of those two.
I
Probably
prefer
the dex one.
because I have okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's only a 13. It's not very much.
It kind of hits the edge of the ship, like the railing, and then just kind of topples over.
All right. Inkwit makes fun of her for it, but
Yeah, that's fair. Splash.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? We got 10, 15, 20. 25. We're all just gonna be on top of each other. Okay. Pebble is gonna join her friend, and she's right on top of Astrid, kind of same spot. She does not have dark vision either, so I'm glad we cuddly.
Is this a team full of like no dark vision?
I think Kuma's the only one.
I was gonna say Inkwit actually has dark vision, but he's not there yet. Because his initiative put him behind whatever thing is that's down here.
I'm gonna because we can't be on top of each other. And I just learned something about this group of no dark vision, so that's gonna be fun.
I do have 2 light producing cantrip.
But do you have dark vision?
No.
I was about to say, I just moved.
We don't not
really only
dark vision.
Inkwit does. No. I mean, that doesn't help, but he does.
Be still, my beating heart.
Molly's getting so excited with the ideas right now.
None of us can say, but I have dark vision.
I can't wait for everything to be at night now. Thank you. I'm tearing up.
I actually really thought I did, but I don't. But I am going to. I'm gonna cast light.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna give Astrid a big ol' hug. And she is now lit with a beautiful that casts a 20-foot. Is it not allowed to be the person?
Yeah, it can't be worn or carried.
Oh, I just saw that. I was thinking it could be. Thank you. I was thinking it could be her chainmail. My apologies.
No.
Let me instead. What do we got in the? Sorry.
Is there like a stairway that you can touch that can?
I was gonna say I
could
could
boxes and things all over the place.
I was gonna say, can I light something and throw it, or no? I can't be holding.
Yeah.
Because I have a couple daggers in my inventory.
Yeah, you can light one of those. If you have actual candles in your, you can light those because you haven't taken an action yet. So
No, I haven't. No, for whatever reason. Oh wait, I have a lamp. Maybe I'll just do that. I okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna do this. Why not? I have two. Um, I was laughing because Pebble seems to think bringing around calligrapher supplies is more important than most other things. That's apparently what's in my backpack. And a lamp though. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have fun and we're gonna light this dagger that I have.
okay.
I'll light it. So I'm gonna cast light, and that does kind of the same thing now, which is it's not fire, but it's bright light for 20, dim light for an additional 20.
And you're tossing it into in front of you
into the
we'll
abyss.
Say it's right there.
Perfect. And then I can do. Let's see.
You said 20 feet of light.
Yeah.
We'll do an overlay.
Yeah.
Are you doing an overlay?
Yeah, I was just measuring how big 20 is, so it's like there.
Okay.
I said what?
Because you said 20 of bright, 20 additional of dim, right?
Yeah. Oh.
So centered on the dagger. Yeah, there you go.
Like that.
Okay. Is there anything else is there anything else you want to do?
I can do a different color if that's not good. Maybe that.
No, I like it. I like it.
I will go back. I think that's all I can do because I'm pretty sure between casting that as the bonus action and throwing it would be the action.
Yeah.
So we now see something. I'm guessing.
So here's the crazy thing. Sea hags are incredibly ugly. And when I say incredibly ugly, I mean they are so vile looking that I need a wisdom saving throw from all three of you who can now see it of a DC 11. This is why I've been hiding my face for the last 3 minutes because you were doing this and I was like, they're setting this up for me.
That's incredible. I love the idea.
Welcome.
I love the idea that this is like we see it and immediately start vomiting. Pebble might be.
So, Skylar and Astrid, you have barely saved. You feel your butt clench with the ugliness of this sea hag.
Not the butt clench.
You know what I'm talking about. However, unfortunately, Pebble, despite your butt clench, you are now frightened.
Dang.
And
okay.
you will be able to try and break free of this. I think on her turn.
Oh wait, no, saving throw. You have to add a D4 because you're still blessed.
Dang,
that's right. Aha! I
wanted to have fun, but no.
Hey, you're about
you have one more
left come down. So,
you gotta add a D4 to that.
That's right.
All right, add your
14.
D4.
It's a 14.
You've been rolling 4s this whole time? Dang.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to roll 4? No, I thought you just said add.
Oh, you roll the D4.
Add a D4.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. You barely saved.
I thought you said add a 4. I didn't hear the part. 11.
Yeah,
All right, fine. I dry heave a little bit, very dramatically, turning away.
You want to be frightened, but they're blocking the stairs anyway. So you're just like, I'll just man up about this and brave up. So it is our friendly sea hag's turn. And she. Oh, y'all passed that saving throw, so that's just so fun for me. She's going to run forward. And she's just screeching, "Get out there!" Oh, I scared the dogs.
Oh.
Oh, it talks.
Yeah, she's gonna run forward. She can get to here. And she's gonna claw at you, Pebble. Let's see here. Where'd it go? Boop. Oh, dirty 20 to hit.
Just barely.
Just barely. And you're gonna take 10 slashing damage.
What is but a flesh wound?
And that'll be it for her. Okay.
Better be.
So yeah. She's your big bad. Inkwit is up.
I thought the gangplank was the big bad. I have been misled.
It wasn't supposed to be.
Okay, let's see here. Inkwit actually has 40 movement, so 15. 20. It's gonna
Yep,
kind of
wrong one.
go. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Skylar. 20. 25. Try to decide. All of his stuff is like how close he is to people. Figure out. He's just gonna kind of hang out here. Actually, here. Yeah, he's gonna hang there.
Okay.
And he is going to not do anything. He's just
All right.
gonna kind of hide behind ickiness because he goes ugh when he sees that thing.
That's fair.
Oh wait, does he need to do any type of check because he now sees?
It's at the start of his next turn.
Okay.
So Kuma, all your friends just vanished below deck, and you think you may hear some dry heaving happening? You're not sure. Maybe you heard butts clench? I don't know. What would you like to do?
Yeah.
Well, considering they're all below deck, I feel like setting the entire ship on fire is out of the question.
I mean,
It's not. It's not. It's never out of the question.
it's really not. I mean, there's no time like learning to.
Instead of doing that, I am going to have to use the dash action because I am 35 feet away from the stairs and I have 30 feet of movement.
Oh.
Okay. That's fair.
So I could not get down there if I wanted to. So I'm just gonna take the dash action and if I can, there we go. Just, yay, stairs. Oh, whoop, welcome back. Yoink. I need to pan. One day I will learn the controls.
I had to keep moving between the two because I kept grabbing people's characters by accident.
I mean, you can move like 60 feet then. So you could be like over here if you wanted. Or you can just kind of cram into the corner too. It's up to you. I'm just since you use the dash action.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna hop over here.
Okay.
Did Ink
gonna hang out with Pebble's dagger and my little ball of light.
Little glowing lights everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, is that it for you? Hold on, Anna. Let me just finish her up. Was that it for you, Kuma?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't really have any bonus actions that I can use right now. But just kind of as a fun flavor reminder, I'm pretty sure that Kuma also has like a little faint. What is it called? The little glow thing that's one of the fairy traits.
Aura? Do you have an aura?
Yeah, the aura. where I just kind of sparkle everywhere. It does nothing. Like, it provides nothing other than I sparkle.
It's just pretty.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're now a disco ball in the corner.
Yeah.
Anna, what was your
I
question?
love that. I'm so sorry. Did that for Inkwood and then possibly Kuma, did that open up an opportunity attack? I didn't even think until you were talking for scooching, because Inkwood definitely had to go
Oh,
by
yeah.
the hag.
Yeah,
I mean, they're both
technically.
flying, so I mean, I don't know if that. I might be thinking. of
Yeah, I
magic
mean,
together,
I feel like
know?
if you guys had seen it, you probably would have gone up to the ceiling, and
Okay.
missed it. So,
I would have had to get around Skylar anyways.
yeah. All right.
Because
So
Skylar's at the
Astrid,
top of the stairs.
Yes.
you're up.
Alrighty. Yeah, I don't like the look of this sea hag lady, so I'm gonna use my hand cross and shoot the hag.
Get her.
There's a 12 hit.
No.
Nah. Yep, nope,
Give a
that's it.
bonus. Okay. Skylar, are you gonna take this lady down? I don't think you can
We'll see.
one-shot her.
I'm gonna come down the stairs and be like, "Oh, excuse me, pardon me, coming through." Ah!
I'm raging. Oh, ah.
But politely, politely
uh,
raging.
At the start of my turn, though, Padwell gets 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Heck yeah! Thank you.
As my spectral branches come in and protect her. And then I try to hit the hag.
Get her. Get her.
I can roll the d4 if needed. Okay.
Nope, you got her.
Oh, wow. Like 7 damage. I rolled 1 on damage.
Aww.
Okay.
That's so sad. That's it.
That's it. All right. Pebble, what are you doing?
Alrighty. I think it's time to actually cast a spell. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Considering I've tried to hit. I am going to. I changed my mind which one I was going to do right away. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do Witch Bolt. So
Okay.
I am going to. I've only done this. Let me just make sure I'm doing it. Roll to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nat 20.
Oh, my.
So 25.
The tides have turned.
Get it? Because we're on a ship.
Uh-huh. You can have inspiration for getting my lame dad joke.
Yes, let's go. Because heaven knows that probably soon. All right, so we on a hit target takes 2d12 damage, lightning damage.
Okay.
Why did that roll so many?
Because you had a nat 20.
Oh, that's right. I doubled it. That's 35 damage.
Oh, she's not looking good, guys. Like, you're not quite sure what Pebble just did, but...
like, what did I do? That's right. It was 6d12.
Yeah, can we get a quick description of, like, what just happened? Because you just, like, bloodied her so bad.
Absolutely. So Pebble saw when Inkwood was skittering down her little brother, basically, the hag kind of, like, half-heartedly swiped at him as he flew over. Because he's a baby, so his wings... And he's just a baby, and a very sassy baby. And she took extreme offense to that, because that's her brother. So she, like, cast with her, she only has 3 toes, by the way, so her 3 fingers just kind of cast a witch bolt, aiming straight for the heart of this sea hag, and just lit her up like a good old lamp, good old, like, shock right there through the whole body. And now there is a tether between Pebble, whose like eyes are just very eerie, glazed over, mad, glowing purple, and the sea hag. And they are connected by this strand of lightning. She's angry.
She angry and she hangry.
She is
Angry
angry
and hangry. Okay.
And I am on concentration for that.
Okay. Well, it is her turn, and she is not happy at you. She looks down at this electric bolt and screeches, and I'm not gonna do that so I don't break my microphone. And her claws swipe out at you, Pebble. But missed tremendously in an embarrassing sort of 8 way.
Oh no.
I got nothing. I think she misses, and she's embarrassed. She kind of tries to play it off and like turns around to glare at Kuma. And Kuma, I need a wisdom saving throw from you. DC 11.
That's a dirty 20.
You've seen uglier things than her. No skin off your back. Inkwit's behind a corner, so he doesn't see the glare. But it is his turn.
So he does not see any glare. Good.
No, because he's around that corner. So
Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. He is actually just gonna stay because unless I give up my action, he doesn't do much. It's just he's chilling. Scaredy cat. Little scaredy cat. But he is staying where he is. Oh, he found a box. He fits in.
he found a what?
He's in a box. You know, if I fit.
Oh, he's in a box. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cat in a box. Sphinx in a box. He's
So
a little
Kuma,
bit of a coward. So.
this sea hag turns to glare at you. How do you respond? Because it's your turn.
Cast at will. You know what? I'ma just chuck my little fire at it.
Go for it.
Pretending I'm Mario or something. Let's throw that.
There you go.
So that is a 23 without the D4.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's gonna be 1 damage. I am rather small. I'm rather small, so if it fits in my hand, it's not gonna be a lot of fire.
It kind of hits her in the arm, and for a second, she kind of just bats at it, like, what? Ow, that hurt. All right, is that it for you? Is that it for you?
Yeah.
All right, Astrid, can you take her down?
Yeah, all right, let's see. Let's stabby stab. No. That wasn't that one.
Stabby stab.
Astrid, I'm gonna demand some self-care after this. Is there anything else you'd like to try?
I'm
Hitting
gonna take out my
herself.
silver dagger and just try that because that's the
Go
one that
for
I
it.
usually practice with. Hey, 24 to hit.
Your practice has paid off.
All right, let's go. How many points of damage is that? 4 points of damage.
You know what? That was actually just enough. Tell me how this dagger takes down this sea hag.
Heck yeah.
So, like, all my practice that I've been doing with my hand, I'm just like super quick and go, and she's gone. She's filleted. She's a filleted fish.
Filleted fish.
It is a seafood themed. quest, so that makes sense. And with a horrible sort of screech, she falls to the ground, filleted. Um, and I think because we just had to deal with a gangplank for so long, we're gonna end it here tonight. We will wrap up the mystery and all that jazz and start a new one shot next time we stream. So let me
I like
end
that
my
we are no closer to any answer. We just have killed everything in sight on this ship.
I mean,
Yeah, just who needs
No
answers?
question, just violence.
just
Yeah.
violence. Isn't that D&D?
We
I
are
don't know. I kind of
hangry.
thought it was.
We are very hangry. We have been promised food multiple hours.
Yeah.
And it was a gift
Yeah.
certificate.
Burning down the ship is still on the table.
Listen, you're hangry, ladies. No one will judge you for this. All right, so let's do our wrap up here. We do want to thank everyone who joined us on the stream tonight. It means so much to have your support as we go on these crazy adventures like invisible gangplanks that cause drowning scenarios and almost TPK the team. You know, it's never what you expect, and that's why we love having you on these adventures. We will be streaming next week. Next week, we will actually be doing just sort of a just chatting episode where we'll be talking about character creation and what goes into that with D&D. So we hope you'll join and ask some questions during that. But our next story session, our next playing session will be on July 15th. That's a Tuesday. It's always going to be at 7. So just go ahead, mark your calendars for Owen Owlbear on Tuesdays at 7, because we'll always have something going on. Want to give a big thank you to my fellow ladies who joined us tonight, and to my husband behind the scenes, John, for being our executive producer. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our crazy, wacky adventures. And join us on Discord. You can chat with us, submit some questions, reminisce about gangplanks. It's up to you. So thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.